audio quality is everything when it comes to video. People are more forgiving of imperfection when the video isn't quite up to par. So make sure you've got the audio quality good. Jen says, for me, it's more a matter of how much I have to strain my ears to make out what is being said. And that is definitely part of it. Granted, a live stream is going to be a little bit different because we're doing it all live. But when you're talking about a produced show, you can hear when the mic is far away versus up close. If you're not getting your audio quality, your audio loudness in line with other channels, and you switch to a video and it's really quiet, a lot of people aren't going to want to turn it up. They're just going to switch it off. That's why loudness management is pretty important. But when it comes to YouTube, I see a lot of people talk about YouTube's standard of -14 LUFS, and that's really more for music and production stuff. Dialogue does not sound good that loud. If you really pay attention to most of the well put together YouTube videos, they're usually closer to -20, -21 LUFS, because most of the people, they're not using loudness meters. They're not audio people. They're just following traditional guidelines, and that puts you around -20 to -21, 23 LUFS. To me, that's really actually the sweet spot for dialogue, because we're not having to crank up gain and use limiters to try to get it louder than it naturally is.
Yeah, I think the number gets thrown around a lot is -23. And some people in podcasting forums kind of argue about that a little bit.
When it comes to podcasting, we have, 3 different types of shows. Solo shows, shows where you're doing remote interviews with people, or you have remote co-hosts, and then you have in-person shows. The first two, your needs are the same. If you're doing a solo show or you're doing remote interviews, the most basic thing you need is a microphone. A USB microphone is all that you need. I realize I don't even have my MV7 out. I'd meant to have that, but oh well. Too many mics, not enough time. But for anybody, if you're not recording in person, you absolutely do not need an audio interface. You do not need a Rodecaster. They might be fun to have, but they're not a necessity. They're not going to make you sound any better. So that's one of the first things I want to get through. If you're recording by yourself, there's no one else in the room with you, whether you're doing remote interviews or just a solo show. A simple USB mic, that's all you need. And I'm a big advocate of keeping your setup as simple as possible,